All right, YouTubers, what's going on? Got a new video today on another knife in the pass-around group. This is the Montery Bay Knives EW1-A, Ray Laconico design. Really interesting flipper slip joint. If such a thing exists, this is what this is. A top flipper that is actually a slip joint. Yeah, pretty fun, fidgety knife, I gotta be honest. It's one you could sit here and do this all day long with. So I won't do that anymore so I don't cause you to have seizures. I'm just joking. Basic specs on this guy: 6 3/4 inch overall length, a blade length of 3 inches, blade thickness is 0.16, handle length is 3 3/4 inches long. You have M390 blade steel, satin finish on the blade, carbon fiber. You have some stainless steel two stainless steel standoffs here, a 2.1 ounce weight. And I like the clip on this one quite a bit. By the way, we'll talk about that, what I do and I don't like about this knife. And then 2.1 ounces, if I didn't say that already. Obviously, Ray Laconico design. Yeah, really, a really interesting double detent slip joint. It's unique. I applaud it for its uniqueness because it's a flipper that doesn't have a frame lock or a liner lock. It uses a double detent system to, basically hold the blade in place. You can see it has a pretty good detent on it. So it's not gonna shut on your finger under use. You do have to apply some pretty good pressure, and you can feel it it doesn't lock obviously, but it really snaps into place there. And then shuts nicely. So very small knife. Let's do some size comparisons. This is the little pouch it comes with. You got I think the Chris Reeve Sabenza, small Sabenza, is about the exact same size. They're very, 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 very close. Another one is this is a Ritter mini grip with titanium carbon fiber scales. So very, very similar sized knives. Price point on this guy, I forgot to mention, is 180 bucks. So really good price. It is made in China. Manufacturer, they don't say on here. I want to say probably Kaiser or We. Most likely Kaiser, just because of Laconico's relationship. I could be wrong, so if you know the answer to that. Sorry, I'm just shaking up my drink here. If you know the answer to that, let me know. But so again, on the pass around, and typically with these pass arounds, we we use the knives a little bit and such, but this is gonna probably be a shorter video because of the fact that I've literally been unable to use this knife, and I'll show you why. Now let's see here. Let's find a better. Yeah, this will work. Are you seeing how dull that is? Look, I can't even it's not even tearing the paper. It's just folding up. There we go. You kind of tear it there. It came to me insanely dull. I don't know. I don't remember how far along in the pass around I was. I don't think I'm one of the last either. That's the crazy thing. I wasn't not the first, obviously, but it just came insanely dull. They don't want us to sharpen the pass around knife, so I didn't sharpen it. And I really didn't get to use it because I can't cut anything with it. It's pretty disappointing, honestly. And it kind of, to me, shows a flaw a little bit in these pass around knives, is that if we can't sharpen them and they come to us dull, what are we supposed to do? I stropped it, trying to get it back. It's M390. It's not going to just strop back crazy easy if it gets this dull. I tried that and it didn't work. Obviously won't do anything but just scratch your skin. So that was the disappointing thing on this. I really wish I could have been able to sharpen this knife, and then I could really told you how well how it was under use. Obviously, a slip joint folder, light use knife anyway, would make a great gentleman's folder to carry in a suit, or church carry or something like that. I like the pocket clip quite a bit. It has a really nice spring to it. It's skeletonized, so it carries really nicely. So it's a very good overall. I like the handle design. The carbon fiber is well done. You get M390 for 180 bucks. The fidget factor is through the roof. You can sit here and do this all day long. And so yeah, let's check the thinness behind the edge, see how it does there. Please tell me my calipers are out of batteries, because I just used them. What are the chances? You've got to be kidding. Well, I would do that, but, you know, fail. Caliber. I just used these. Did it drop them? I wonder if they got, like... Might be time for a new set anyway. I got these off Amazon years ago. Hopefully you can't hear my family upstairs. They're being super loud. Well, sorry guys, no luck on the behind the edge thickness. Apparently I either broke these or the battery's completely dead, but I just used them, so that seems weird. So, not sure. It feels pretty thin if I'm going off just feel. It does feel pretty thin behind the edge, which is nice. Should be a pretty good little slicey knife too. So, if I could get any kind of edge on it, I would let you know how that is. But, again, that's... it's disappointing that it came this dull. And unlike, I mean, a lot of the guys on the pass around, some of them do testing and stuff on them, some don't. You know, they just kind of do tabletops, and I just don't get how it got this dull. If it came this dull from the factory, that's really concerning, because that's just absolutely atrocious. Like, yeah. Typically, if this was my knife, I would have immediately sharpened it, and yeah, we would then be able to see how well it performs and cuts. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So this is going to be a short overview. It's a cool knife. I like the double detent slip joint flipper. It's very unique. Props to Ray Laconico on this design. Very cool. You got a little bit that sticks out, obviously, when you're carrying it. But the jimping's perfect, and you get so much leverage. Just flies open, and then you can just shut it like that. There is no nail nick or anything, so you're not opening this knife any other way but with a flipper. You know, there's no way to grab it. You can't shake it out because of that other detent. So you can, I guess, slowly open it like that. You could do that. And then you could two-hand close it if you wanted to be, like, you know, slower about it. And you could just roll it like that. You could also just kind of, it doesn't really roll. Yeah, you can't quite get it to roll with your thumb all the way. You know, it's more designed to be a middle, index finger flipper. You could use your middle finger, too, if you wanted to. But the index finger works the best. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.